Anurag Thakur, the Minister for Youth Affairs and Sports, in a written reply in the Rajya Sabha on sexual harassment allegations by wrestlers. Well, he's in fact talked about the measures that have now been implemented for compliance to ensure that the safety of women athletes is maintained. He says that a women coach will be mandatory part of any contingent with female athletes during both domestic and international camps, and a compliance officer will also be appointed. Karishma, my colleague, has some more details about this. Karishma, of course, all these statements are part of a written reply on the part of the Minister for Sports, Mr. Anurag Thakur. Tell us about the steps that the central government has prescribed to be taken for the protection of female athletes.
Well, yes, there are two very important steps that have been by the Sports Minister, Mr. Anurag Thakur. First, of course, being women coach to be a mandatory part of any contingent with female athletes during domestic and international camps. And second, compliance officer to be appointed in all national coaching camps and foreign exposures for communicating regularly with the athletes and others to ensure that the guidelines are being followed as per the standing operating procedures on the prevention of sexual harassment in sports. Remember, we've seen the wrestlers' protest going on since the start of this year, and now the Sports Minister in the Parliament detailing what steps are being taken to ensure the safety of our women athletes.
So that, of course, is the written reply following questions that have been asked by the members of Parliament over the steps being taken on the part of the Ministry of Sports. And this, of course, is also in the light of the entire allegations surrounding Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh as well, Karishma. That case has, of course, been in the limelight, and there's been a development today as well when he's been granted bail. But lots of concerns on the part of female athletes across the sport fraternity about their own safety, and it is in response to that that these measures are now being implemented.
Well, it's absolutely. Whatever the wrestlers have complained about that, in fact, opened a Pandora's box when we found out that there were many federations that did not have a sexual harassment committee or an internal complaints committee. But now the Sports Ministry and the Sports Authority of India swinging into action and ensuring that there is a female coach in all national and international tours and camps as far as women athletes are concerned. And compliance officer, of course, is going to be very important, because the women athlete will be able to communicate with that officer openly about what are the issues that they are facing. And the Sports Ministry, since the start,
many would say this is a much needed measure that will now finally be implemented. Many thanks, Karishma, for taking us through those updates.